Hello Starseeds, welcome to my channel. So we're gonna be looking into your past lives on another planet, on different star systems. We're gonna get messages from your galactic family as well. I'm looking at my little paper with the questions. We're gonna explore with cards, tarot, oracle cards, and channeling as well. So first of all, before we get into the reading, I really wanna thank everybody who has been donating. Thank you. If I haven't replied to your donation, I'm not really sure how to do it, so I'm thanking you right here. Also, for those of you who have been contacting me for personal readings, you are a huge support as well. And just everyone who has been sharing, supporting me on my journey, texting me that they resonate with my messages. This is really a lot of love that I'm receiving from you guys, so thank you. Today we're gonna be using again a little bit of telepathy and clairvoyance for you to choose your pile, so get ready. Okay, you ready? So the first pile is gonna be a golden orb or a golden circle. You can visualize that, see how you resonate with that shape, see how you feel about it. Is this the one that will bring your messages forward? This is pile 1. Pile 2 is a green square. Is a green square. You can visualize that as well. See how you resonate with it. Is this gonna bring your messages? Pile 3 is a pink triangle. Visualize it. Close your eyes if you need to. Is this resonating with you? Pink triangle. And the last, 4th pile is the infinity symbol. It's a blue glowing infinity symbol. Visualize that. See how you resonate with it. And now, after, you can pause the video and meditate more on these shapes if you want to see it. And for those of you who are not really into visualizing, I'm gonna show them to you. So that is pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Okay, so let's get started with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. Ooh, you. Beautiful pile 1. Your children are very highly connected to the sun, and your children are probably ancient as you, and they have strong Pleiadian energy. They do have, their soul does have connections to Lyra as well, a little bit, but it has a more predominant Pleiadian energy. As they mature and they grow older, they will look more and more like a Pleiadian. So they will go through the phase of, and this could apply to you, but if you have kids, this is for your kids. They will go through a phase of having fun, partying, enjoying the physical pleasures of life, and then they will really shift into this perception of, I don't want to live this way anymore. So you may witness this with your kids, or you witnessed it with yourself. And this is why, because they have strong Pleiadian genes. Now, we're gonna first channel messages from your galactic family. Let me take my cards. Okay, so messages from the galactic family. Okay, so they're saying right now it's very important to keep your sovereignty and not be afraid. Don't be afraid. Whatever is happening in your life, really don't give in to fear. Some of you are called to experience, not to experience, but to bring changes into your diet. Okay, a Pleiadian guide, it feels like a masculine energy. He is working on you to open up with self-expression a little bit more. Some of you want to be somehow in the public eye, either through acting or sharing a message, expressing a point of view. And this Pleiadian guide is really working with your throat chakra, is what I'm seeing. If your throat is hurting or something, and it's not a medical issue and you don't know where it's coming from, this is because you've been blocking your self-expression, and this Pleiadian guide is really moving energy through your body to be able to speak more confidently and to be able to be heard. So you do have a Pleiadian masculine energy as a part of your family, galactic family. They're saying princess. Okay, so some of you have had lifetimes as a princess. But this could also be, this guide could take a little bit on a brother-like role. So you may even feel like you have a brother on the other side that is supporting you. You may have a relationship with a guide of yours that feels very brother-sister type of bond, or brother-brother, sister-sister, but it feels like a brotherly energy, so because it's a masculine energy. So you may feel that, and yeah, they're saying that this higher aspect of you, your higher self, is pretty much genetically, like biologically, genetically connected to them. You have the sun. I mean, I told you, your child is connected to the sun, and you are too. But also the sun is here to remind you of your power, of your ability to generate energy, to also to stimulate your confidence. And the sun is activation. Spend time outside in the sunlight. Don't hide in your home, because this is scientifically proven, you guys. If you spend too much time inside, you will feel as drained as being outside too much and being extroverted way too much. So it's all about balance, but right now, in order to balance your energies, you really need sunlight, to bask in the sunlight. But again, this is about your inner authority. The sun is in astrology, the sun is the ego, and it's your identity, not the low vibrational negative ego, but it's the identity and who you are. So I do see that you have a lot of activations around your identity, realizing who you are, and this is guided by your galactic family. They're really working on this with you because they're saying it's time for you to get on board with your mission. So we're here to help you get in tune with your confidence and with your ability to self-express and to shine. So beautiful. And I love that we have, I mean, a golden orb and the sun card. So I love this. You may find an Egyptian deity as a protector as well. Also, they're calling you to have fun, because having fun really raises your vibration. Laughing raises your vibration, and this is aligning you with your purpose more sometimes than hard work and feeling tired and burned out, but you still keep going. They're saying if you allow yourself to rest, laugh, enjoy life, really have fun, you will proceed with your life purpose quicker than you expected yourself to. Because hard work is a limiting belief that humanity has created to keep us enslaved. So and not even humanity, but we've been taught this belief system of the pyramid, right? So you climb up the pyramid by working hard. No, that's not always the case. You have spirit folks. Trust your talents in changing times. Okay, so another message from your galactic family. Oh, look at that. This looks like the throat chakra a little bit. This is between the heart and the throat. But we also have the blue, so it's again about the throat chakra. This card is, yeah, it's about trusting your talents and gifts, but it's also about adapting yourself to new circumstances. The sun is also bringing new energy into your life. So I'm getting that you will be called to adapt. Oh, I saw 1111. Not only to your mission and to expressing yourself, but also to new environments, to adapt to new people, a new community, new circumstances in your life that will bring new people in your life. And again, your gift for communication is really enhanced. It's really improving, so you will be called to rely on it more. Okay, they're saying that's it for messages from the family. Now we'll see what you did in this past life, where you were, what you did, but we're picking up on strong Pleiadian energy, so let's see, what did you do? We're gonna ask the archangels, oracle deck, but it doesn't matter if it's archangels or ancestors. You can use the decks intuitively. For my tarot readers out there, you don't need a specific starseed oracle deck to read for starseeds. Okay? Adapt. Also, this kind of reminds me of the magician a little bit. You have skills that get activated or they turn on only in times of need, when you feel pushed to the wall, when you feel like you don't have any other choice, any other option, and these gifts get revealed to you. So a lot of that is going to happen as well, and you'll be surprised, but pleasantly. Oh, let's see. What did you do on your past life as a star being? Wow, look at that. Oh my god, you guys. Counselor. Yes, you were communicating with Earth. You were giving guidance. Many of you were bringing almost angelic-like vibe. You were helping people, and many of you have connection either to but I think that this is you, because this is supposed to represent what you did. In your past life, you are helping souls transition from, it's either the Earth plane of existence or other planets, when planets that have a physical density to them, when the being moved out of their denser body of their denser body of their physical body. When the soul moved out, you guided the soul through the journey of maybe showing them the lessons, helping them understand what they're going through right now. So, wow, I mean, that's why you have the sun. Yes, because the sun is a gate. The sun is truly a gate for souls to pass through, to come on Earth or to visit a specific star system. They go through the stars of the star systems. Stars are portals, and that's why you have the sun, and then you have the counselor card. This is beautiful. Wow. Amazing. I love it. Harmony in relationships. Also, many of you, with the counselor and harmony in relationships, you could have been, what is it called? Mediator, right? Yeah, I think that's the word. Mediator between star systems. So that is interesting. I'm getting that you knew languages. You might be interested in different languages, especially ancient languages, but languages in general as well. But yeah, back then, being a galactic being, a galactic, a cosmic creature being, so back then, in your past lives, as that, you knew a lot of languages, you knew specific languages to specific star systems, and you were exchanging information, you were translating, because we think that light language is universal, or the beings communicate telepathically. While this is true, I still think that some information has its own language, despite these civilizations being very high vibrational. So we think that it's all one universal language, they all communicate. And yes, I think they can do that, but also I think that some of their history, some of their information, some of their knowledge is coded in their own native languages, because they developed just as us, in a sense. So they also developed their personal languages, their native languages, before they expanded into an universal telepathic light communication, or whatever you want to call that. But I think that they do honor their ancient roots, where they come from and how they developed. So you are someone who could understand excuse me, who could understand these languages of different races that your race did not know on a global scale. Okay, now let's see. With the Ascended Masters, we're gonna see why did you came on Earth? Why did you come? Oh my god, my English grammar is off. Why did you come on Earth? What is your Earth mission and purpose? And then we're gonna pull some tarot cards as well if we need to, but I feel like we will. Why did you come on Earth? I'm hearing to help people see, to make people believe in things that they cannot see. Some of you have inherited mediumship abilities from your past life, star origins, because just as you were a translator in a sense, a counselor in the past, as a star being, now on Earth, how this would manifest for you is you still understand higher forces, but it's just from the earthly level. So you can speak to people's higher selves, you get intuitive downloads immediately, you can communicate maybe with passed on loved ones, and especially passed on loved ones who some souls choose to develop through an angelic journey. So they pick up more on the angelic frequency. So they would present themselves to you as not archangels, but guardian angels, etc. So maybe you can communicate with angels. Now let's see, why did you come? Focus. Oh my god, this card always speaks to me about Pleiadians. Focus. Look how much golden light there is. I love that. Please, if you do some meditations for healing, protection, whatever, focus on golden light, or almost yellowish but very pure white light. Or connect with the sun, work with your solar plexus. This is gonna be so helpful, so helpful to all of you. Focus. We have Isis. Balance your professional and family life. So, many of you came here to be protectors and healers. Some of you wanna help and protect animals. Some of you, it's gonna be about children. But it's all about bringing harmony in relationships between people who have differences with each other. So humanitarian work is what I'm getting. Differences could be, a physical being and a spiritual energy being. So you exchange information between those two. You communicate messages from the higher realms to human beings or humans who haven't unlocked their gifts to hear and see and perceive beyond the physical yet. So yeah, you really are a mediator between beings who have differences. That's what I'm channeling, so apply this to your situation. Many of you can do Reiki. You're very, very talented in Reiki and energy healing because you have the ability to focus your energy by free will. It's not chaotic and random. It's really focused and precise. So you can focus on specific parts of the body and the people. And because you have the Sun card, people would feel that warming around this area of their body, or your hands are very warm. Or maybe by looking at someone and focusing again with your eyes at a specific area of their body, they would feel this warmth, because warm energy is healing energy most of the time. When you feel cold, it means that you're leaking energy. Now let's use the tarot cards, but I'm just a little confused which one to use. Okay, I'm gonna use these. Let's look into your planet, you guys. I kind of want to see, what does it look like? Oh, Pandora from Avatar kind of looks like that, but some of you, okay, some of you are coming from a place that looks very etheric, and whenever something is physical or dense, it looks like a crystal. This is how an earthling would perceive it. Us in a human form, this is how we would perceive where you come from. Probably when you are on that planet, despite it being very etheric, you could see, because you were also in that etheric body, etheric state, and you could perceive. So I'm getting, yes, a Pleiadian energy, but like high vibrational 7D Pleiadian energy, something like that. Not 5D, for sure, not 5D. Because it really is very etheric. Wow. Okay, they're saying that most of you, because not everyone, but most of you, you resided, how planets have different spheres, so the atmosphere, you were somewhere in the atmosphere. So beings of a lower density, maybe 5D or 560, they would perceive you as light, as again energy, sometimes as beams of light coming through the clouds or something. Some of you have guides who look like spheres to you. Maybe sometimes when you communicate with a being, if you ever in meditation perceive a being as a sphere, this is a different type of consciousness. But it's still light and it's very pure. And it's very high vibrational. So if you have such a guide, you're very, very high vibrational. If you're able to perceive them. And if you're not, it's okay. But where you lived, there were a lot of rainbows, is what I'm getting. It didn't rain, but there were a lot of rainbows. Eight of Swords. Okay. Yes, I get it. I'm kind of picking up on two, maybe different past lives, you know. One is when you were more etheric, energy-based, and the other was when you were more physical and denser. So we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have Nine of Cups. What I'm getting is that when you were translating information and you were translating languages, being a mediator between different races and so on and so forth, you were on a ship. So if you have visions of a ship, this is what you did on the ship. And you were longing for your planet. That's why you came on Earth. You were longing to feel grounded. But sometimes this may manifest as a little bit of indulging, so be careful with that. If you find yourself indulging, please remember this is coming from a lifetime as a star being when you were on a ship. You were taken from your planet, you were on a ship, you had to translate, do all the work, and you were longing for your planet, you were longing for your home. So that's why you're doing it. Of course, there could be human reasons as well, but that's why you're doing it. So this can help you stop yourself or catch yourself. Okay, so pile 1, I hope these messages resonated. Please let me know in the comment section below, and let's move on with pile 2. Now let me first gather the cards. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. I don't know why I'm smiling so much. Oh my god, oh my god. Pile 1 was very, very good, very pure. Let's see pile 2. So you chose the green square. Hello, pile 2. Oh my god. Yeah, you've been taken. If you're wondering, yes, you've been taken for sure. The first thing we're gonna get is family messages from your galactic family, but first I want to channel. So while I'm shuffling, I'll channel. Your soul has had some nasty, I want to say, experiences with negative oriented alien races. Whenever a soul that's not human comes through and it's negative, I call them aliens. When they're high vibrational, I call them cosmic beings. So yes, you had something happening with a negative oriented alien. Many of you had your children taken by aliens, even when you were a human, but even when you were a cosmic being as well. There was something about keeping you to produce. There must have been something about your genes that they were curious about. They wanted to look into. Yeah, so let me show the cards. You have the Lady, which represents the Empress, and you have the Ego. I'm picking up on reptilians and blue avians, but these are not, probably not your family. However, you have this ancestral karma somehow going far back into your galactic past, in your galactic past lives, of producing children, bodies for souls. Yeah, I'm hearing intervention. This is something that was intervened by cosmic beings who are positively oriented. They could not allow this to happen anymore. Oh, warrior. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love that. Syrian enlightened aliens is what it's called, or aliens? I'm not sure. Not sure, but yeah, they combined their forces and they were like, we cannot allow this to happen. So I do feel like you have Syrian connections, and maybe on Sirius, you know, these beings came and they were like, oh well, we're gonna take your babies to do experiments. You experienced that as a star being, and it was very traumatizing. But you were helped. So you definitely experienced war as well. You have a strong instinct to protect yourself, to guard yourself, also your heart space. How much you give and how much you, not how much you take, but how much you give and who you let in, you really protect yourself around this. And there is like a distorted relationship with the masculine here that stems from these past lives, because you saw such masculine, dominant oriented race, such as the negatively oriented reptilians, because there are good oriented reptilians. They are less, but still they exist. However, you saw the negative side, you saw the deeply masculine polarized side of the reptilian race. I'm hearing Zeta Reticuli play the role as well. You may have dreams about maybe being taken on a ship by Zeta Reticuli, by Grace. It's not a dream, but please don't be scared. It's just that this distorted relationship with the masculine stems from that lifetime on Sirius. And for some of you, if it wasn't Sirius, it was Mintaka, I'm getting. The planet. So when I talk Sirius, I talk about the star system, so a planet around the star system. And when I say Mintaka, I'm talking about the planet, and I believe Mintaka is around Orion. So yeah, right now in your lifetime, it's almost like you want someone to protect you. You want someone who would be dominant, who would have this warrior energy, because you would feel safe, but at the same time you're afraid, and you may push away masculine energies from your life. Despite of your gender, you may just, maybe you suppress the masculine energies within you, or you push them away in romance and friendships, etc., in relationships. Okay, Now let's see. What did you do? Let's get some messages. What did you do back then? What type of life did you live? Although we also we already got some messages, but let's see. Oh, I'm hearing farms. So maybe you were doing something with planting, something with nature. You may be even interested in that now. You may be interested in insects and in plants. You may love to communicate with plants. You were experimenting with species, whether it's plants or insects or maybe even animals. You were definitely experimenting with that. You worked in a laboratory or a farm. Oh wow, abundance. What did I say? Producing. Look at this. Look how, she's holding this, and money or abundance or whatever is coming through it, but this also represents producing something. Yeah, so many of you were genetically crossing different plants to maybe make them survive in certain circumstances. I'm hearing that you tried to supply beings on planets that were dying. You tried to supply beings on planets that had very harsh circumstances. Maybe the UV, the light was very harsh on the plant system, so the planet didn't have the time to adapt. So you would on one side, certain beings would support the planet through technology. They would try to create these shields, etc. But what you were involved in was the producing of not producing, but making the genes of these plants survivable, if that's the word, if that's a word even. But yeah. So you might be somehow drawn to ecological projects, biology. Ooh, too many cards. Hold on. But what I'm getting, oh my god, and information leaked. Yes. Information leaked, and these other races invaded your projects. They took away the information. They took away the samples of genes you were trying to create to sustain themselves. And they thought, oh my god, I don't know, but your galactic family is kind of sarcastic on that. They thought with their brilliant brains that you were trying to find gold or produce gold or whatever, and they were like, oh, gold, because this metal is very important for the machineries they build. And yeah, and oh my god, I'm laughing, although that was like devastating for you, but I'm laughing because your galactic family is like, they are smart, aren't they? These reptilians, they're so smart. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh at these things, right? Angelic therapy. But maybe this is exactly what we're supposed to do. Laugh at things that look traumatic, because acknowledge it, grieve, do whatever you need to do, feel your feelings, feel your emotions, express them, but then kind of laugh, because this is all, from a higher perspective. See from a higher perspective. I didn't even see from a higher perspective. From a higher perspective, this all served the purpose, and there was like a comedian side to this. Because they really thought you guys were going for digging gold on other planets, when in actuality you were trying to save the plant system. I can't. Oh my god. Oh wow. Clear cognizance. many of you will get downloads of what happened. And many of you, if you actually study or you're interested into medical stuff, into ecological stuff, plant life, animal life, species, many of you will have this inherited knowledge, and you will sometimes make discoveries before scientists make them. You may actually predict discoveries and stuff like this. But also with that, your galactic family is advising you to connect with us. Please connect with us. Your past is very interesting. We want to communicate to you. We want to send you messages. Please, please, please try it. Now, why did you decide to come on Earth? To give life is what I'm hearing, is one of the reasons. And giving life doesn't need to be giving birth to a child or whatever. You can give life to a lot of things. Giving life to a healthier system on Earth. Yes, I love that. Archangel Michael, you can do it. Powerful, very, very powerful. He is the warrior of the archangels. He's the warrior of light, so you may identify yourself as such as well. Right? Thought. Ooh, oh my god, with clear cognizance and writing, this really, really suggests that you came here to download the information, to write it down and communicate. So you have deep information about races, what happened, what went down in history, or parallel, timelines, because time is very fluid. But yeah, you have all of that knowledge. You might be, oh my god, I can't believe this. We got thought, because when I was drawing this, I was thinking of the emerald tablets of thought. So you may wanna read those or listen to them. I believe there's an audio book based on them. But you can access a lot of knowledge, and you came on Earth to access this knowledge and communicate it to people. So with you guys, your almost like family, not why did they did the quote unquote, your family, your galactic family, thought is one of them, because thought was I said the blue avians, right? Whenever you see a deity that has wings, or it's like a bird or whatever, those are the blue avians. They're very, very ancient. So, wow, I mean, to have them as galactic family is huge. And you're someone who has the ability to communicate with them, because you know how. Not everybody does. Two of Swords, peace, Libra, energy. I look at the card. Blue, communication. Again, Six of Wands, victory. And look at the wings here. Do you see the crown? It's burning, it's on fire. You will almost, many of your indigos, you were supposed to bring destruction or death or transformation to the old systems. And it's not an easy path. It's not an easy path. That's why sometimes it's hard to make your decisions, right? Now we have the Three of Wands as well. Oh, look at that. We have a frog, we have a butterfly, we have plants. I see the ground, I see grass. So this is pretty much all we talked about. You were working in these laboratories. You were, again, exploring species, crossing genes. But you also have strong, I'm hearing something about medicine, natural medicine. You can find plants who are healing intuitively, you just know. So, okay, channeled messages. Channeled messages from your galactic family. Do not fear the masculine. Just know how to tap into it healthily, in a healthy way, in a healthy manner. And also, you know better than anyone else that war and fight does not bring solutions, so don't feed into this consciousness. Whether you associate yourself with being a warrior of light, etc., etc., yes, you are because you're powerful, but change your belief systems around the word warrior, because war is not worthy. To some extent, you could argue it is, and what we do is we fight for the light, but still, you are here to bring balance and peace on earth, to teach people that we can all live an abundant life. We don't need to fight for resources because you've witnessed that. You are supposed to shift the collective into not fighting for resources anymore. No anymore. Not anymore. And you're here to bridge spirituality and science in order to make life sustainable on Earth. I'm hearing a doctrine. I don't know. I'm not even sure what this means in English, because I'm kind of hearing it in my native language. But yeah, you may actually write like a huge essay or something on medical stuff, on ancient medical history, if that makes sense, of plants, maybe plants who activate your pineal gland. You might be interested in that, but apply this to your situation. But this is something, if you're interested in it, you should dig deeper. It's your path, it's your journey, your soul knows. You have all the knowledge you need. Okay, so now let's move on to pile 3. Thank you so much, pile 2, for watching. If you want to book a personal, message me through Instagram, email. All of my info is in the description box below. Thank you again for watching and all the support. So let's move on to the next pile. Hello, pile 3. If you picked the pink triangle, this is you. Whenever I see this, when I saw this, I'm thinking of sisterhoods, priesthoods, feminine energy. Lemuria is what I'm picking up on. Yes, Lemuria is coming in strong. Venus, some of you are Venusian souls. Some of you come from Venus. So strong connection to water. Strong water and fire energy. So we're gonna look into messages from your galactic family, what you did in your past life as a star being, and why did you decide to come on Earth, and a little bit of your history, what your life looked like, etc. Yeah, well, I'm picking up on Venus, very, very strong. Venus or other water planets, water beings, and you're like a priestess in some sort. You're training your psychic abilities. You're training your emotional body is what I'm getting, because that was a water planet. So you had to really develop a strong empathic ability, and you came here on Earth to teach people around this. You may feel like an Earth angel sometimes, but you also have star galactic origins. You're a star seed for sure. Is this place too heavy for you? Is it too hard? Do you struggle with certain foods? Do you struggle with people or certain places and environments? Do you feel like, why did I come here? Okay, you have the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. You came here to learn about strength, because where you're coming from, it was a very gentle place, very loving, very feminine. You came to, the ego is coming up so much in these readings. See things from a higher perspective. You have the ego. Yeah, you came to learn about strength, strategy, planning. Air Guardian, shift your perception. So your galactic family is saying that you came on Earth to truly master your gifts. It's almost like you were training for so long to come here. Hope that makes sense. Who is your galactic family? Let me get a channeled message for you guys. Ooh, okay. You have strong connections to Asia and Asian culture, and there is a reason why. You probably, your first lifetimes you were incarnated as in the Asian race, on the Asian continent. But I do think you came here to activate the heart of people, to remind people how to love fearlessly, how to relate to each other, how to work together. But your challenges, your galactic family is saying your challenges are mental. That's why you may have like air sign moon or Mercury in an air sign. Your challenge is to overcome mental obstacles. It's not even so much of a physical thing. And if it is, it's again because you are supposed to gain mental strength, because you already have this emotional strength, but this place is heavy on you mentally. It's like you're emotionally strong because you can feel love despite circumstances, and this, regardless of how hard things are on you. But mentally, you burn out easily. So you need to adapt almost to the collective consciousness, because our collective consciousness is so heavily influenced. It's so heavy in itself, in its density, that you have a hard time organizing your thoughts. You have a hard time distinguishing what is yours and what isn't. So you may want to call your Arcturians to help you work with that, with the mental energy, or Andromedan beings to help you work with the mental planes. Also, you will face a lot of shadow in your life, a lot of shadow in yourself, in the collective as well. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. And you will integrate a lot of the shadow aspects, again, of yourself and the collective. And this is a very brave thing to do. That's very brave. So what did you do in your past life as a star being? Okay, I should get used to this. Compassion. You have compassion. It's a beautiful archangel. Soften your heart in connection to this situation and everyone involved in it, including yourself. What you did in your past life was, as I said, developing your emotional body, which is highly connected to the next cycle Earth is entering, that is more feminine oriented. So you're training yourself to be this high priestess warrior, but not in the sense of fighting and stuff, but kind of to stand strong through the mental obstacles, to always be able to rely on your psychic antenna, on your empathic abilities, on your ability to feel love from the higher planes of existence despite the circumstances. You may love pearls. You may be drawn to pearls. There is a reason, because pearls are, again, they represent gentleness, and they were like a huge thing on your planet. They were everywhere. They were very beautiful. Your planet was very beautiful. Okay, everything will be alright. So you also what you I'm gonna get into that. And change in profession. So what you did in your past life as a star being, I keep seeing ascension, emotional ascension. I keep seeing third eye development as well. Because you already knew you have a job on Earth. You knew it. You knew you want to come here and experience something different from, just working on your psychic abilities. Your planet possibly had like 2 suns. I'm getting very quick climate changes on your planet. It was changing very rapidly. You need to be adaptable. Yeah, your planet also experienced a fall of consciousness. This could be Lemuria, by the way. I could be channeling Lemuria, because there was a fall of consciousness. and things switched up from a feminine polarization into a masculine polarization, or your planet reached a point where all consciousness combined and you became one being. But some fractals of this one being decided to come on Earth. Okay, no more cards. Now, why did you decide to come on Earth? Let's again ask this question, see what we get as messages. Oh, numbers 333, 444 could be significant for you. You see things clearly, the eyes of Horus. I love that. I love that we have the eye here and eye here. Okay. Why did you come on Earth? Oh, okay. You came on Earth to give humanity a perception, like a reference point of empathy and how where love could lead us and where spirituality could lead us. You came here to really give this point of view, a reference for a different point of view. I hope this makes sense. Sorry, you guys. Oops. Okay, hold on. Wow. Virgin Mary, I believe this is. And we have take care of yourself. So I see a lot of collective work, a lot of energy oriented around helping the collective, helping others. So in this lifetime right now on Earth, you're supposed to learn how to take care of yourself and help yourself first. This is a harsh lesson, because for you, it's easier to escape from your responsibilities to help yourself and take care of yourself and to help somebody else instead. Sometimes you use this as an escapism mode and you're supposed to shift out of it. Yeah, lots of tension. I feel a lot of tension in my shoulders for some reason. So you may be burning out, you guys. Please take care of yourself. That's like an extra message. Let's see your planet. You may be drawn to pink, purple, baby blue. Your planet contains very, very gentle colors. Very, I want to say pastel colors. Even the sky, you didn't have like a proper night because you had two suns that were shifting and the hue of the sky was changing from yellowish orangey kind of pastel into more purplish blue color, but it was never quite dark. Six of Cups in reverse. Yes, oh my god, many of you come from Lemuria. Many of you. I'm having just a lot of visions about water, beaches, and sinking, a continent sinking, but I'm not thinking of Atlantis, to be honest. And they're saying for those of you who come from Lemuria, not even sinking in a literal way like a flood or something. I'm hearing an earthquake. An earthquake, and the whole continent turned into small islands. For those of you who resonate with Lemuria. Seven of Wands, bravery. yeah, you really came on earth to deal with the shadow. You were given the courage, the bravery to do it. I'm hearing to stand up for the weak. You came here to stand up for the weak because you can feel them, you can relate. And you came here to help people develop their own emotional body. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn in reverse. Yes. So one of your mission is to move the planet from a lower density into a higher density. So it will... the planet will become more and more and more etheric. Of course, this will take thousands of years to happen, even more, but you're part of that collective that is here to teach us about emotion and energy a lot. So we move our consciousness from a dense way of thinking into a more etheric way of thinking. So thank you, beautiful souls, for all that you do. This is really highly appreciated. I hope you resonate with the messages and they give you some clarity. As far as your guides go, you do have Lemurian energy, so a lot of feminine guides, and also Venusian souls from Venus. Or other water planets that you vibe with, that you feel like the messages resonate with. So again, thank you so much. If you want to book a personal reading, message me via Instagram, email, or submit on my website, but please choose one way of communication. And yeah, make sure to check out my Instagram. I post testimonials, reviews on there to kind of give you more clarity about my readings, about the type of reader I am, etc, etc. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Now let's move on with pile 4. Hello, pile 4, for those of you who chose the infinity symbol. So for you guys, immediately Arcturus is coming through very strong, and Lyra. Let's see. We're gonna get messages from your galactic family, then what you did as a cosmic being in your past life, then why did you decide to come on Earth. We're gonna look into your planet, how did it look. Now let's see. Oh wow. Oh, wherever you come from physically, your home is gone, and it's very cold right now on that planet, because your sun died. I'm seeing the star expanding and then turning into this white dwarf, I believe it was called. So some of you don't have your physical planet anymore existing. Many of you are travelers in time is what I'm getting. So you either come from future Earth, experiencing that with our own sun, or you come from, I don't know, it feels like a time travel thing. You come from the past, you come from the future. Feels like you've seen a lot of things with ascension and descension cycles. You've seen a lot of parallel realities. Too many cards. Let's see. Messages from your galactic family. Oh yeah, you have like very you have future humans coming through as guides for you. Dream and journey. Yeah, you may have visions in your dreams of where you come from, of your planet, of possibly future versions of Earth. I'm gonna put this card out of the deck. I had this card, I think, for each reading, the ego. I don't know what this is. This could be a personal messages for me, so I'm gonna put this on the side and see if I get messages from it, but I'm not gonna consider it very highly. Because my hair. Oh, number 7 is coming through. Oh, wow. Peacemaker. Let go of the need to be right. I love this. Pile 4. This spirit. It's just from the galactic family of Pile 4. And the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Pile 1 had this one as well. I want to take one more to clarify. But sacred geometry is your thing for sure. And the sun. Wow, okay, Pile 1 had these two. Which is crazy. This really is crazy. But I do see a lot of astral travel in your past life as a cosmic being. You did a lot of mental things. You did a lot of ascension things. You were really working with the mental body. Oh, quite the opposite of Pile 3. I'm sorry I'm comparing them, but I don't know why I'm doing it. Yeah, a lot of mental things happening, a lot of working with sacred geometry, symbols, astral traveling. You could even project where you come from, the beings. Feels like Arcturian energy, but the beings would project themselves in the past. They would go in the past and they would change it because they would share information or something. You would go and talk to ancient civilizations on Earth, and they would see you as a deity, as a god, as something that they would worship. But you were actually just a being having fun. No, you were doing your journey. You were doing your life purpose back then. But yeah, I feel like you were a teacher in many of your past lives, I'm getting. So your galactic family is someone who is deeply connected to humanity. And I mean, if these are Lyran beings, obviously, oh my god. Your galactic family is interested in creating stargates, star portals or wormholes to travel to other universes is what I'm getting. So you may travel and see places that are so different and so weird to you, and they don't make sense because the physical woes, the physical laws don't apply to them. To these places you see, maybe in your dreams, maybe when you meditate, but it's because that's like a whole different universe. So yeah, some of you guys, your ancestors, your galactic family are coming through a wormhole from a different galaxy. Courage. Look at that. This is the only archangel card that reminds me of the Lyrans. The founders, yes, oh my god. So powerful, you have connections to the founders. Breathe. Green. The fairies as well for some of you. Oh my god. Divine order. This is such a powerful card because this is really, what did I say? Laws. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking of very high density consciousness. 12, very possible. You have ancestors from there and they're waiting on you. They're prepping you. You're definitely climbing the consciousness evolution scale. You're climbing that because they're prepping you for contact. You still haven't connected with them. For most of you, some of you have, but just a very few of you. This is like very high vibrational, and they do call themselves the founders, and they're huge. Their energy bodies are huge. I'm getting they hold stars, consciousness. They protect it. They're stargate keepers. Not just gatekeepers, because they're specifically assigned to protect gates such as wormholes and stars. So they don't allow just any race or being or soul to enter their star systems that they have chosen to protect, or to enter our galaxy even. Yes, they protect the Milky Way galaxy from other beings who have very different genes from the beings in the Milky Way galaxy. Wow. Why am I? No. Wrong deck. So why did you come on Earth? This is your family, and it is quite possible this is what you did as well. So many of you Lyran lifetimes, and also almost like a scientist, but you are a cosmic galactic being, but you are a scientist and you are exploring their type of science about wormholes and portals. And you are probably creating different technologies that could help you protect this place, keep it safe, keep it going. Also, very interesting, crystals. Yeah, I was going to say you were looking for technology that will provide certain races with energy. We have crystals. Oh, we have fairies. With crystals, we have fairies. Some of you have connections to Vega as well. The star in the Lyran constellation, Vega. Archangel Michael, you can do it. And also I'm hearing guardians of the flames, so the white flame, the blue flame, the violet flame. You can work with the flames. Archangel Michael is holding here like I don't know what this is, but it has flame. It has a flame on it. And this talks to me about, again, consciousness evolution. You're also someone who is trying to, in your past life as a galactic being, You did all that we discussed about the portals, keeping them safe, etc., etc., keeping almost like evolution of consciousness safe. But now you came on Earth as well to, you know, be an insider, to supply your ancestors, your galactic ancestors, with information about what's happening on Earth, what's going on Earth. But you're also here to make sure the evolution of consciousness is going in the right direction, and we're not slipping into a parallel reality where we kill each other, basically. That's why you're a peacekeeper. Oh my god, I just realized. I forget about certain cards and I don't even look at them, and then I get messages and then I'm like, yeah, we got that. We got that. So, a peacekeeper. And you're kind of like giving reports to, you know, your ancestors. So if you get headaches or something, it's because you're doing so much like mental exchange of information. You're also able to move through big packages of downloads as well. I'm hearing a Lyran commander or a Lyran, yeah, commander of a ship. Or like the head, one of the heads of a federation or something. Seeker, Son of Cups in reverse. Look at the spiral. Look at the genetic spiral in upright. Look at it. It's in reverse. We're gonna clarify. Pretty much you came here to make sure that humanity, as your baby, because you were involved in our genes, in creating our genetics, in your past life, you came to make sure that this human experiment, this human evolution does not go against you, that your creation does not turn against you. And you might be someone who is interested in the development of artificial intelligence as well, because this is someone that, as much as it might help us, it's quite dangerous. Okay. 8 of Swords and the Star. Yes, for sure, you're like working behind the scenes to make sure everything goes right, and negative forces do not intervene with our evolution, with our development. And again, protector, keeping anything that is not supposed to be here away. Some of you have aspects of you that are currently alive on a ship or on some sort of craft, spacecraft, and you, whenever a huge plasmic wave or a solar wave that is too much for Earth comes to Earth, you kind of redirect it. This is why scientists are like, Earth is so lucky, we're still not hit by super crazy solar waves and we're still alive, and internet doesn't go out, electricity almost doesn't go out and stuff. We're protected, you guys, and you have aspects of yourself doing that for us. So, messages from your galactic family is that it's very important that you don't allow small-minded people to make you feel small and make you feel powerless or as if you're not doing anything, because you're doing so much for this planet and for humanity. And again, you're here to keep the order. And what you did as well in your past lives is keeping the order. You may have strong Libra energies, but yeah, order is something your soul feels called to protect and guard. Justice, fairness. You may astral project to the moon as well. And you've seen things there. I'm hearing insiders information. You somehow get or channel or find information that is not globally known, but many of you have the ability to channel it. You have the ability to channel insiders information, so use it. Okay guys, I hope you resonated with this reading. Please let me know in the comment section below how you feel about it. Did something surprise you? Did you already know some of these things, or maybe all of them? Please let me know. Thank you so much for choosing me to read your cards, you guys. I'm so grateful. You all had amazing readings. I love doing the Starseeds readings. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get when I upload, to get a notification. And yeah, share with people who may enjoy these readings, resonate with the messages, other fellow starseeds, etc. Thank you so much for donating, for wanting to work with me one-on-one. I'm gonna be forever grateful for all of the support I receive, and I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.